Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Advancing Mindsets. This is a beautiful day today. Hope you are great. Hope you are fine. It's a lovely day. It is the 14th of July. Can you believe it? We are already halfway through the month. Boy, does time fly. So hope you are great. Hope you are fine. It is also halfway through the week. So that's a double positive. We're halfway through the week, halfway through the month. So hope you're okay. Hope you had a good beginning of the first half of the week. Now let us keep on carrying on to the next half of the week. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you can get notified when we go live. Hope you are doing absolutely well. Why? Because things are happening around the world which are very, I'll say not very positive, but in a way it's kind of a cleanser. Yesterday there was a flood. Monday there was a flood in London. It was flooded basically, and apparently 1 month's rain came down in 1 day. So most of, because of the land is concrete, there's no water, there's no chance for water to come out. So it accumulates in most of the cities because they're all concrete cities, concrete jungle. When it rains, the water accumulates. It was shocking. Because it's a flat, but because of the concrete and there's no drainage, I think in the motorways and the bridges, the water was accumulating and cars were halfway submerged. It's been happening in Russia as well. I saw it in France as well, Italy as well. I just told me yesterday. So I'm saying hope. That's what I'm saying. Hope you are great wherever you are. So be grateful for the sunshine today. Is bright and warm where I am. So it's amazing. The sun is coming and going. So nowadays you don't know what weather is coming tomorrow. That's how it could be interesting, could be scary, but you don't know what's happening tomorrow. You just do not know. That's why we are telling you to keep a positive mindset. You want to invest in your mindset because things are happening randomly now so much in the world. I use the word random, but to be honest, it's not random. There's a cause for every effect. But ours will be random because like, oh, it's not going to pattern. So our minds love patterns. When you see patterns, okay, it's going to rain today, then it's summer, then the summer is autumn. So we are accustomed to patterns. But nowadays there are no more patterns. Today's rain, then today's snow, then today there is a hailstorm, then today is sun. So it will confuse you, but if you keep your mind stable, the returns will give you a positive outcome. So I hope you are doing well. So looking around the world, we're seeing things which are happening around the world. There's a lot of protesting in South Africa now. People are rioting, looting. Some were saying because of President Zuma, who was put in jail. Others were using as an opportunity to ransom. So in America now it's in some states, I don't know if also it's legal to take things now. The police can't do anything, someone steals. So it's okay now to steal from others. Yet if they steal from you, what happens? Is that still okay? So that is why we are saying let us invest in our mindset. Let us be positive and we say no. We don't condone or we don't go rioting or looting. We keep our positive mindset. We don't take from others. We create our own success. Why? Because when you take from others, yours, you create like a loophole or a void or create negative feelings. So when you take from others, they will tend to revenge. They will tend to remember what happened. Someone tells you something will create a hole in their life. That hole has to be filled, and they'll come looking for where it went. If you lose your car or your animal and you love it, you come looking for it. So you create a chain of reaction which is not good, positive, because it can hurt you now. Someone can aim for your children, it can aim for you in the future. When you think it's all gone, then somebody comes and it knocks you out big time. So invest in your mindset. Avoid the mindset of taking things from others which do not belong. Just because it's there and it's available doesn't mean you should take it. Discipline yourself and say no to those kind of thoughts. Your thoughts are very careful because those riotings, lootings begin with a mindset of a thought. So it comes to your mind and then you accept it and then you dwell on it and then it becomes your behavior, it becomes action. So maybe it was because it was something you've been doing for a long time, or maybe because somebody said it to you or somebody forced you into you. You're watching something and then it was back in there now. Now you got a chance to do it. That's when you do it. There's also Wembley Stadium where people rushed in because they have no tickets. So these are the kind of mindsets you want to avoid because why they cause you to do unnecessary actions. Yes, you might have gone for free, might watch the game for free, but what it made you do, it changes your mindset and you either become worried or you become stressed because you know now you're breaking the law and people are after you. And sometimes people die. People die from looting. Imagine you left your house there thinking you're gonna get a free TV and you died. Why? Because you made the wrong decision. That is when you die for no valid reason at all. You have stayed in your house, you got looting, rioting, jumping over the fence, and you die. That is what they call a fool's death, where you die for something which you did not really work for. Many have died because maybe they were trampled on, maybe they were shot. But if you had said no to that thought, they would be still alive today. That's how we see life is precious, but if you make the wrong decision, only one wrong decision can take away your life forever. Some will say it's not me, fair enough, it's not you, but it could be you next time, isn't it? So invest in your mindset wherever you are around the world. Think positive. Take positive action. Do not take from others. Create your own success. If something somebody is, give it back to them. Make your own success and be patient for it to come. Patience is a virtue. I won't lie to you. Sometimes you feel like, oof, but be patient. Put in the work, put in the effort, be consistent, and be patient. Let the workings happen. Why? Because if you want a business and somebody has to come to you, then they have to buy. So you have to create the environment for a business transaction to go through, whereby you have legal proceedings, you have a way of receiving money, you have a product service or service, you have a payment gateway. So all those have to in place. You have a legal company that is great. Then you have to get the people to come in. So you can't force others to come, hey, come buy your products. Hey, you come by force. You have to do that. But let others come and buy, and then you need to be patient. So you put in the marketing, let them come. It might take a long time, but consistency with high value and no negative thinking about you, we will get gratitude will take you far. So that is mindset you want to invest in. You plant a seed, you water it, you keep it safe until it blooms. Same thing with everything. That's I would say that is the secret of life. Look at the plants. You plant them, yes, you plant them, but some will grow, some will need to be watered, some will need to, you have to prune them, you have to take a bit of some bit of leaves, some you have to defend them from the thieves, the birds, or the foxes, all those who want to take them. But once they blossom and they bloom, then you produce the fruit. That is when you get back your investment. And that's what you call a positive outcome, when your investment, your seed, is producing fruit. That is the positive outcome we are waiting for everything. When your marriage blooms, when your business blooms, when your relationship blooms, when your contract blooms, when you get paid for your work, that is when the positive outcome is achieved or is manifested. But you've got to invest in the right mindset, because anytime you want to give up or you want to feel lazy or you want to procrastinate, you want to find an excuse or you want to complain, that's when you should figure out, oops, I'm slipping out of my mindset. And anytime you see yourself complaining or you are getting lazy, waking up late, or you are lazing about, procrastinating, that's when you have to think, oops, get back and do something. Why? Because you are sleeping. And the more you do these small little things of slipping, or slipping as in not slipping, actually slipping down, like kind of losing your way. The more you do that, the more excuses you make. It becomes a habit. So learn to avoid making excuses. Say no excuses at all, because an excuse will cause a lot more damage than doing action. And also, if you end up getting action, take bold action. Don't be timid. Don't be shy. Going straight. Better you go and miss, but take a big shot. Because timidity is far more dangerous than doing nothing at all. Nothing at all, you're safe. If you do something small and you're timid, then you might even cause more damage to yourself. For example, if you're doing a business and you're scared of paying your taxes, you're scared of paying your employees, then you're going to cause a lawsuit against you. You might even have more damage. I mean, you might be sued. You might lose your position as a leader or the business owner because you are timid. You're afraid of paying up your suppliers, paying your employees. You're afraid of getting a lawsuit for yourself. You might be afraid of producing your right goods. So that way you create an effective good or service, and then people will sue you, or they'll ask for money back, and then you might have more problems with the law. And then, so by being taking timid action, you're creating more damage for you than doing nothing at all. So it's better that one who didn't start at all, because there's nothing to worry, and those who began timid and you stop halfway because you spend a lot of money and effort and then you quit. See, that's why some people don't start anything at all, because they know they won't be able to do it. And to be honest, it might be fear, but it is a wise decision. If you know you cannot finish something, do not start it at all, because you know the cost of not finishing something is greater than the cost sometimes of not doing it at all. So something if a relationship, if you want to get a partner, don't go halfway and quit. Most people will do that to tell you I love you at the beginning, everything's good, then 2 months down the line, 3 months, oh, it didn't work. So you all the time you put in effort and energy and you tell everybody enough for happy for you. Then later on you're like, oh, it didn't work. So you've wasted money, time, energy, people's times, people's happiness, and then it breaks. So it's better when the one who did not start at all, because you have not wasted you don't start anything, you don't put up in which it don't come out. So you have to think twice in whatever you're starting. If you're going to start it, keep on going. You have to be consistent. We have to be consistent. For those who are in the advancing mindset, let's make everybody. But if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're a leader, you have to be. You have no choice. Life gives a choice, but give yourself a choice of having no choice. Take the choice of having no choice, but being consistent. I mean, make it a desire, make it a fantastic, make it fun, make it creative, make it rewarding. So don't take this as a burden. Oh, I must do this. First begin, I must be consistent. Then I love being consistent. Then love it, because consistency is what will bring you results. Not what you do once in a month or once a year. Happy Christmas, happy birthday, happy Valentine's. It's once a year, for crying out loud. What happens to other days? They're not important. Happy Sabbath, oh, go to church today, oh, going for event today, going out today. Why? Don't the other days matter? So that is what we call investing in mindset. So there are many ways you can invest in mindset. Start by reading up people who are successful. Start by emulating or copying those who have done well. And by done well, I mean those who have made a success story they can ever have of doing well in a business. You've seen the results of what they are doing. There's proof on the internet, in the news, that they have done this. Proof is in the pudding. So look at those of proof of success stories. Yes, some people might have not done correctly, but you want a success story whereby it's proven and you can follow what they've done. That is number one way to invest in your mindset. It's the quickest way, because you use other people's success. You copy others who have done better. Don't try and be superior. Don't try and be too smart and reinvent the wheel and do a unique product, a unique service. Everyone's trying to be so unique. They lose themselves. But why? Nobody wants uniqueness. Nobody wants something which works. Who wants to invent a unique product which, oh no, this is different from we are so different from everybody else. Why? Why are you going to be different from everybody else? I know it's your unique selling point, but just do what's working and follow it. People want to be so unique. No, mine is different. My business is different. My product is different. It doesn't do this, doesn't do that. No, some people fall for it. But the key is this: if it's some products, just tell them what the benefits are, the features, and that's it. Don't tell me other companies are so bad, then they are doing that, then they're putting others down for you. That means you're not really confident in yourself. But being confident in your product or service, you tell others, oh, these others are bad. Those are compare others. Tell them this is a product, that's their product. This is what mine does. This is what theirs does. Simple. Let people make their own choice. So that is what you call confidence. Not to put others down. We rise by lifting others. That is the mindset we want people to do. So by lifting others, you avoid negative thoughts and feelings like jealousy, like hatred, like cheating, like manipulation. So the things you want to avoid when working with people, when lifting others up, because those are the worst things you can ever have. Hatred, just because one, it's in you, so it eats you first before you eat others. It eats you alive. Jealousy will eat you alive. Hatred will eat you alive. I've seen a lion who almost eat another animal. That's what jealousy does. It will eat you. That's what happens to you in the inside. It eats you alive. It literally eats you alive. The negative feelings, if you dwell on them, if you find them, if you think of them, then yes, that's an alarm. But if you dwell in them, they eat you alive. Because you are stressful, you feel like people are attacking you, you make up thoughts, you feel like the world is against you, you feel like everyone doesn't like you, when you feel people being racist, people don't love you, when you feel like someone is coming to attack you. Why? Because you thought of negative feelings and you dwell in them. Because you think I'm jealous, that means they're cheating. If I'm cheating, that means they're cheating. So you make up even things which are not there. Why? Because you're dwelling on a negative. So what's why we avoid negative thoughts at all costs. Let others do it, but we don't. If others want to do it, let them do it, but we don't. We don't speak for others. We speak for our own community. Why? Because we don't control what others think. Why should we control? Let them have a choice, but we say no to that. So let us invest in your mindset. So, but copy what others have done. See what is happening, what is trending, what is successful, and do it. And create a system whereby it's productive. You have like a funnel. Create your funnel of your service. People come in, show people your product, what they can do, how it does, then send to the next page whereby they can ready to buy, they can buy, opt in, then say a thank you page, then send them a receipt, then probably give them a bonus, then show them after that what's next. So you have to create a system where people can come in. It's systematic. You don't say, a business, come buy this. No, this is my product. This is what I sell. This is what it does. Then this is how you can buy it. This is where you can buy it from. This is what happens if you don't like it. And this is after you buy it, this is what you get in return. And then people say thank you. And then that's it. If you want to be a customer, join this. You want to tell your friends, this is what they do. So always create a system, a few steps people need to follow in order to create a beautiful business. So people love patterns, and steps are easy to follow. Steps are easy to follow. Let's do this, to go there, come here. No, be systematic, have steps. Step number 1, advertise. Step number 2, buy. Step number 3, get the product service. Step number 4, customer service. Relationships. Step number 1, build yourself. Step number 2, talk about what you want from somebody or what you have to offer to them. Step number 3, ask if you're willing, see what you can go, how far you can go. Step number 4, if it's good, carry on. If it's not, wish them good. You say no, it doesn't work. That's it. Move on to the next one. Always be systematic with your mindset so you can have a process. Remember, your mindset your mind loves patterns. So create a great pattern. Sometimes you can be innovative and create a new pattern, break it, a new one. But make sure it's along the things which work. Don't just be so unique that people want to think, wow, it's so, so wow, it's so unique, it's so funny. People who want to do awesome things, they go, see them on news, someone who was doing even football, basketball, they want to do something so unique. They're gonna kick the ball back, and then it hits the ball there, then it goes in there. I know it's cool, but what has this all the end? Nothing. It's just for you want to be so unique. It's good, maybe just for your ego. It's good. People like, oh, it's really nice to be honest. It is nice. I'm like, it's nice, but what have you gained from that? To be honest, being so unique, just keep it simple and make it effective. Somebody will shoot 100 shots to get one shot, which you're gonna shoot. Is here. He wants to bounce it off here, bounce it off here, then go in there. Why? Because it wants to be so unique. Everyone's doing shoot. No, I want to be different. Oh, that is seeking attention, negative attention, because you're feeling down, so you want to impress others, because you feel like you have people not acknowledging your skills. So keep it simple and go forward. Invest in a positive mindset. Number 2 is read books. Read. So once you follow somebody, read. One way is to follow is by reading, because people who are successful who have written books have left a proven record. Success lives through views. If you read around newspapers, the blog posts, people who have made it, the books, the articles, they are there. They'll show you, this is what I did. He bought this company, he sold this, he invested in this stock. It's right there. People tell you exactly how they did it, but people are like, oh, no problem. It is right there. Success lives clues. The world lives clues. Transparency is always there. Nobody is trying to hide the wealth from you, all that. It is there. Look for them. Nobody will come to bring it to you. Oh, Josh, where are you? I'll come look for you here. Here's a book. No, you must find them. People expecting others to come and, oh, the media did not tell us. Are we supposed to be told? Are you supposed to sit down and be fed? No, you're supposed to go and get it yourself. Oh, I was never taught. Oh, my parents didn't teach me how to read. Oh, teach yourself. Oh, the government did this. Teach yourself. Get it yourself. So learn to read from others. Read books. I've got a couple of them there. Over there, those are my books there. They're at the back right there. So learn to read books. Because I have not read all of them, but I've read through almost through half of them. But every day I read again. Sometimes I forget, so I keep reading and reading again. So read history books from the past. Read about biology, because your body, learn how your body works. Read about your mindset, your brain, how it works. And read about business. Read about love. Those are things you should read, because you want a picture from the past, how your body works, how your mind works, how to get an income, and how to love yourself. So those are the key things you need to read, and then the rest add on. If you read how to invest in your mind and how your brain works, because that's what you use to speak, to run your day. So one is understand your brain, how it works, your mindset. You have some feelings, how they affect you. That's one thing you need to learn. I say that's number one on my list. Number two, you can learn your history, learn where things come from. All these businesses, they come from the past. These companies are created in the past. Nothing was created today. If it's born today, it took a while to grow. So everything we have now is coming from the past. The countries, the languages, the friends, you as well from the past. We are all from the past. The past creates the future. Because we were all born many years ago, but we're here not today, but we're here because of yesterday. So look back at the beginning where it all started from. That's where you see most of the answers, most of the troubles will come, and solutions will come from the past, not from here, because everything, all the plans you see were made a long time ago. The product you want was created, it was in the past, created in the past. Nothing, yeah. So nothing was created right now, unless it's a food. But even the food you create, the ingredients were created in the past. So learn history. I'll say that is a plus, that is a must. Because everything you do, you think of, your thoughts come from the past. What you're taught comes from the past. So who taught me this? Where did I learn from? Where did I pick it up from? This book, who wrote it? Where they're from? This culture, where is it coming from? My history, who are my ancestors? My religion, where does it come from? Who wrote the book I'm reading? Let's take others' words from it. You can listen, you can read, you can listen, but learn the past. Those who learn the past, you have a lot more. You'll open up your mind and say, aha, it makes sense. Aha. You cut through all the lies which you are going through. Then you'll understand what to lose and what not to lose. So learn from others and then learn the history, because everything is about history. History is the mother of all, because we come from the past. The trees, the thousands of years of civilizations, the races, the race hatred, everything comes from the past. Everything comes from the past. If you learn the past, you understand why people do the things they do. To learn that, you're going to invest in your mindset. Go backwards. Sometimes to go forward, you have to go back. So the farther you go, the farther you can go ahead. The farther you can go ahead. Farther access can go ahead. So the farther you go backwards into the past, the farther you look into the future. Why? Because we are going ahead. So we have to look back first and then take out all the past things, all the bad things, all take out bringing the good things, adding the things you missed, you were not taught, put them in there, and then jump forward into the future. If you jump in the past, you can jump ahead of people. Millions of years ahead of people. People who are thinking about today only living in the past. You wait for the past, and then you can see further ahead. An example is if you see a company which was built and how they began, then you can see where they are going. You see your partner, where they were born, their culture, the previous partners, previous habits. You can see where they are heading. Somebody who has good behavior, you can see this person is headed to a bright future. Why? Because you've seen the past of how he does, how he or she behaves, how she reacts to situations. You can see where they are going because you've seen the past. You can tell, you can project years down the line. If this keeps going the way it is going, this is going to happen. Because all roads lead to a certain ending. Nothing is, oh, we don't know. Yes, we do know. All roads lead to a certain ending. You keep fighting others, you keep stealing from others, you lead to something. You keep giving, you get more receiving. If you keep being consistent, and life will reward you. If you keep being timid, you end up losing out. If you keep avoiding, making mistakes, making excuses, you end up losing out, you end up regretting. If you keep giving, if you keep working hard, working smart, keep up helping others, keeping yourself involved, keeping yourself to being confident, you get more. That is how simple life is. The more you do things of one thing, the more you get out of it. So that is what we want you to do, is to invest in your mindset. Your mindset is key. It's key. Your mind. You have your conscious. You have your subconscious. Your thoughts cannot. Your mind. Your conscious can only take one thought at a time. So positive or negative. Once you are thinking of something negative, then you quickly change to a positive thought. That way, you can always have a positive thought in here. That positive thought is what it tells you. I can see everything happening, but I want to go forward. I can see people hating me or disagreeing with me, but I can still move forward. Yes, they're saying, the world is saying, go there. I'm going this way. The masses are doing this, I'm doing this. A positive thought will discipline you. Now I say, yes, you cannot. Say, yes, I can, and I'm going to do it. Happened to me the other day. We were playing basketball with the young guys, and I love it because I have a lot to learn from young people. The way they play, I have a lot because some of them, I remember when I was young, I wasn't very positive, but oh, bruv, no, you can't, bruv, you know, it's trash talk, but it's what people go through when we were young. But now I've learned, when I say it, I say no, positive. I say no, yes, I can, positive. I stand up and say this positive, and they're like, wow, has an effect. It really has a big effect because now some of them are actually changed. So when they see me now, they're like, yeah, hi, like hi. It works. It absolutely works. People will not like it when you don't are different, but if you stand up for yourself and always be different and say no, they won't like it, but they will respect you for it. That's a bit about enemies. They will hate you for being different, but they will respect you for it. Why? Because life respects those who are bold and confident, no matter how different you're from people. Trust me, people will hate you, and want to kill you. That's fine, but they respect you. They want to kill you. I won't lie. The one that hate you want you out because you're bold, but they will respect you. So being positive is a great thing I've learned, and I keep doing it. If I'm not positive, I try to keep quiet so I don't spoil. Because once you say next time negative, like, I thought you're positive. So I try and avoid speaking or being in people when I'm not in a positive mood. Because it happens some days you wake up and you're not in a great mood sometimes. So I try and avoid them until I make sure I'm in a positive mood. But whenever more people ask positivity, I speak positivity. People, yes, you can. You're beautiful. You're nice. Go for it. And it works. People, when they say it, they actually take the shot. They say, don't worry if you miss, just go for it. And it happens. And they go for it. And some people actually winning. They were happy, like, yeah. Guys, it's true. So the more positive things they speak about, the more you encourage them. And they come out of that bad thing, or you can't, don't do it, you screw. So it gets out of there. So that's what they call investing in your mindset. For me, I did invest. Now I'm seeing the fruits of investing. It took me many years, well, 5 years or so. Almost when we were born, but I mean, when I started investing in a positive mindset and saying this is what I'm going to choose to be, it's going to be my career. Probably when I was starting, I began when I was starting, became a mission. So I invested it, and it shook me. It took me down. It made me lose a lot. It made me gain this. The test was strong, but I came out at the end, and now I'm seeing the fruits. Now, I mean, people who are speaking negative talk, I can hold my positive state of mind and say, oh, you should have no. I say, no, I change to positive tone. No. Someone's trying to hurt you. Oh, I think you're horrible. Well, okay, thank you. I think you're great. No need to defend myself. No need to attack others. No need to lie or cheat others. No need to be timid, because whether or not, that's what positive mindset will not allow you to be timid or to fear or to cheat or lie. Because you don't have to do it. You do not have to. We're told we must. No, we do not have to. So that is what I want for you today. So invest in your mindset. So copy others who are there, and then read around. What are the two things I want? I don't make so many, so don't have so many options. Just look for those who are successful, who have proven results, where you can find a record of what they've done on the internet. Read about the stories and see what they bought, how much they earn, their net worth, put things Wikipedia, and read so you can ever watch a video about them, or read or listen to a podcast about them. Then you understand a lot of things, because that way you avoid making the mistakes where you skip ahead because they're telling you what they did exactly. You don't have to do it yourself unless you want to be so unique. Then good luck with that. But for me, the world has already made things for you. Don't try to make a new tree, or you want to invent a new water, or you want to invent a new sun, you want to invent a new earth. No, why? It's already perfect the way it is. Now that's why the world is fighting back. People are being so unique, they want to make their own air. I'm not sure, but what I think about it, the way I see the floods is that because the air was polluted. And once the air is polluted, the earth has to cleanse itself. So my opinion, that's why the people is flooding around. Because if you look at the flooding, it's mostly in the cities, not in the villages or in nature or outside. It's mostly in the cities. That is where the pollution of air is the worst, from fumes, especially the industries, the cars, the smoking. So the atmosphere has to cleanse itself. Not the world is perfect. It's a cleanser. It rains to clean, then it rises up, it condenses with air, and then that's how the world cleanses itself, or the earth, or Mother Earth. So the more you smoke, the more it has to cleanse more. So if you look carefully, all these areas which are being affected are all cities where there's a lot of pollution. The air pollution is the worst kind of thing, because that is almost a full cycle of the air pollution. So this is a cleanse in London, in Paris, in France, in Italy, in Russia. I've seen them. There's a lot of flooding. Things are terrible as well. There's a lot of cities, as we say, that simplify a lot of bad. The effect it has on the atmosphere, on air is negative. And that's why the wife has to cleanse herself. She has to get rid of the things. She's going to die for us. You have to die. You go. I'm not going. I've been here, man. I gave you life. You have to go, not me. People think, oh, my wife's going to die for them. No. My wife will get rid of you. She has to cleanse herself. Others will come and you go. Or we'll make create other human being. People will come and survive again, back. Like a flood of Noah happening all over again. Why? Because of this air pollution is bad. So many cities are suffering from floods, and if you look carefully, the air pollution is horrible. That's things you don't see in the news. Look at how much cigarettes are smoked. The fumes from cars. That's why people are moving now to electric cars, guys. You gotta think, electric cars, the fumes are causing this air pollution. It's not good for you. If you look carefully, most people are sick, not because of the food or things, it's because of the air they breathe. If you have headaches, if you're coughing, it's not because your air is not fresh. Remember, your lungs are your biggest organ in your body. So what's most important to you is fresh air. I repeat, air is what's most important to you because your lungs are your biggest organ in the body, and you have to focus on your lungs. We're talking about the stomach, eat food, that no, it's your lungs. The smoking you do, the car fumes, the perfumes, the sprays, all that causes a lot of infection chemicals in the air. Some of has to rain down all that in one day, and what happens? Because it's a city, it floods. She's cleansing the body, but because there's no way for the water to go as an ecosystem, it has to go down to the earth. The earth will, it's like a filter. When it rains, like in the village, it rains, the water goes down to the earth, goes through the soil, it filters it, all the ingredients are left there, it comes out, it's pure, into the water is pure. But now, because the cities have concrete everywhere, when it rains, the water cannot obviously cannot evolve, it cannot dissolve into the soil, it cannot go down because there's a layer preventing it. So now cities now are sinking. No, they're not sinking. Water is rising because there's concrete everywhere. You've blocked the natural ecosystem. So that's what happens. Our humanity, we don't learn the lesson. We're so civilized that we invest in natural causes. Now the effect is coming out of it. So if we invest in a natural life, just live it as things are, we wouldn't have to go for it. Look at the villages, they're all nice. If it rains, it goes down the water. It's rarely sees a village flooding. Why? Because it's a natural ecosystem. A city where we're civilized, we're advanced, it's where they are flooding. Cars are half full of water. People are suffering. Because why? They're not investing in the right mindset. So let us change our mindset. Change your mindset. I say it is not too late to change your mindset, no matter how old you are. The mind is key. Learn your history, learn your mind, follow the success method, and keep it the way things are. Do not reinvent the wheel. That's what we call a positive mindset. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just follow the proven positive mindset that was there from the beginning of the world until now. It's still there. We're meant to have gone through the path. Somebody said the path to heaven is small and narrow, the path to heaven to hell is wide and large. Everyone wants to go to small things. To heaven is, when you only make it because wide, people like the easy things for everybody, and if it's killing them, they'll go for it. But we here at Advancing Mindset, we say let us invest in a mindset that is loving, that is positive, that is successful, that is advancing, that is keeping us moving forward, that is persistent, consistent, and that is disciplined. It may take a bit more effort, but the fruits are doubled. The fruits you get at the end are more. You get more than somebody's doing something small. If you put big, it may take a while. It's like a tree. It may take many years to grow, but when it starts producing fruit, you get your investment back. It's a positive outcome. Invest in your mindset, and it will create for you a positive outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're great. Hope you're fine. Thank you for tuning in today to Advancing Mindset. It is the 14th of July. It's halfway through the week. It is Wednesday, the 14th of July. It is halfway through the week. It's halfway through the month. We are grateful. We are successful. Yes, we can. Let us go on. Let us crush this week. Let us crush the month. Let's move on thinking positive. Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine. So if you like the video, please leave a comment, share with friends and family on social media, and subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications so you get notified when we go live next. So have a great day. Look after yourself, and remember, invest in your mindset. It will create for you a positive outcome. Take care.